Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 44's the mic. 44.
To throw is Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and Ballage.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. So that'll back him up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Courtland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down. Gordon, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Bridgewater. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
All the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete.
A big play there. Touchdown, 76 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
That's good.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. 47 yards.
10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 17. Dolphins 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First down, Miami.
From midfield, here's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
To number 6.
A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Broncos 17, Dolphins 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. The tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Bridgewater, flush to his right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at the 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. That's going to be caught by Judy. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flushed out right. This is the tight end fan. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Robert Foster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. T.J. Green with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Ballage out of the backfield, but it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The second down pass intercepted.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Here comes Grant on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
To Will Fuller.
Will Fuller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
44-yard line.
To throw, Bridgewater. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They run it here with Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. I'm scared. Mike.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's the third-year man from Oregon. It's Royce Freeman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Third down and 9.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, I know I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The return man is Grant. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Jakeem Grant. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you go to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
On play action, here's Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and very short, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
55, right there in the middle, 55. You got nothing in there. You got nothing.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D, let's go.
To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
And 4.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
55, Mike, 55.
Freeman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
McKinney on the
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Mike, 20. Check 55 for Mike. Check 55 for Mike. Switch.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
42 to Mike, 42. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Off a play action. Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Hamler now on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
6-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Bridgewater. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
48-yard
Bridgewater to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Wide open receiver complete. 16 yards, a first down.
Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Broncos 30.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game.